there, and welcome back to the Nourishing Roots channel. I'm Marissa Pendlebury and I want to help show you how to love food, adore your body and become your authentic self. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about the topic of bad care days. Sounds a bit strange? That's because it probably is a bit strange. But to delve down there quite deeply first, a bad care day is something that I relate to very, very much. It's days when we really neglect ourselves. I mean, I'm sure we can all relate to when we've had a bad hair day, but what about the state of our mental well-being, when the state of our mental health is a direct result from the way that we treat ourselves? Well, when we have a bad care day, what I refer to is those days where we get so caught up in trying to please others, working non-stop, and ultimately driving ourselves in the ground because we're on 100% mile-an-hour mode. I know that many of you have probably experienced these types of days where you can't seem to get enough done, or that you're just so exhausted from trying to go from one appointment to the next, or one piece of work to another, or one another appointment to another. Well, bad care days can start to have a really serious negative effect on our whole sense of well-being. It's because we're really neglecting to take that essential time out for some self-care. But that's really difficult to do in the society we live in, because we're all told that we should be living on 100% mile-an-hour mode, and that we should be doing, and that we should be feeling guilty for just trying to be. And by trying to be, all I mean is that we can just take time out of our day to carve just a small amount of time to just be with ourselves and do what we really like to do. We need to re-energise ourselves and recharge our batteries in some way or another. But if you're so caught up in trying to please others, or get a piece of work finished to a rigidly perfectionistic standard, then that's not really doing anybody any good. I can really resonate with how some of you might feel with this, because at one time, believe it or not, I was probably one of the worst workaholics in the world. I was always helping other people, but to the point of I didn't have time to help myself. Even though my physical health was at an all-time low, I would always think that my other priorities needed to be up there rather than me. In other words, I was physically and mentally exhausted from trying to meet someone else's expectations. In the end, this really prevented me from recovering from an eating disorder fully, and it also prevented me from living life to the full, because I thought that a way of succeeding in life was to get high grades, get a great career on the go. And you know, they do fit into a really good lifestyle, but in the end, if you have no time to recharge your batteries, then your energy levels are going to get lower and lower and lower and lower until there's a point of no return. So how can you go about recharging your batteries in a positive way? Well, I'm going to give you 3 essential tips that I found really helpful in order to turn a bad care day back into a good care day. The first tip is to carve out time for yourself. Sometimes it can feel as though there is absolutely no minutes or seconds in the day that we can spare to spend some essential time just nurturing our own needs. But that's just a false sense of reality that we tell ourselves. The real truth is that there is always time. It's just that we really have to dig down deep and create that time. Whether that's a few minutes in a morning, or even a full hour or 2 on an evening, just to make sure that you can spend that time and schedule it in the diary for you to just do whatever you would like to do. Sometimes that means cancelling plans or saying no to what other people want of you at a particular time. But actually that's quite an empowering thing to do. It's not a sign of weakness because you don't want to turn up to an appointment or go to a certain party. It's actually you taking a stand for yourself and saying, I want my time to re-energise myself so I can just live my life to the full and be happy. So the second point is to create a safe space. So before I talk about activities specifically, a safe space to spend your time can be absolutely anywhere. All it is somewhere that you feel most relaxed. And for me, that's sometimes spending time in the shower, or cuddling in my favourite armchair with a lovely cup of tea or a hot chocolate, and getting all really cozy, like with cushions as well. I'm a real home bird at heart, so anything that makes me feel comfy and warm. I love to get blankets all around me, especially in winter time. Anything really that makes you feel safe. I mean, it doesn't mean having to do what I do. You could even feel safe outdoors. It could be in your favourite woodland walk, or it could be with a particular person or an animal. So you might feel your safest when you're out for a walk with your dog, or even just cuddling up next to another pet such as a cat. You might also want to get your partner or a mum involved in your time for self-care. But ideally, that time should just be for you. Just to spend some alone time, just reflecting on the day, or even what you want out of your future life. So tip number 3 is all about the activities really. And it's actually looking for activities that you can do in your own time and your safe space where you can really feel lit up as a human being. And by that I mean something that you just absolutely enjoy thoroughly and that you do for the process and not necessarily the end goal. So for example, for my creative time, this is going to sound really embarrassing actually, but I really like to do cross stitching, and that's just like stitching in a square, a bit like colour by numbers but in stitching form, and that for me is really therapeutic. But for so long I denied myself to do that because I thought, well, what's the point? If the end bit isn't like that good compared to what I could achieve if I, get an assignment in on time or I'm applying for a new job, surely finishing off a cross stitch pattern isn't a grand achievement. Similarly, I love to play the piano, but again, that didn't really feel productive. It felt like a waste of time. And same with colouring in as well. I love to colour in. Again, another embarrassing story, but we actually shouldn't be feeling embarrassed about these things at all. We should actually be embracing them as part of who we are. So if you like colouring in, or you like doing anything that you even think is embarrassing or a waste of time, forget that. Do what you love. Other activities that you could do though for self-care and re-energising your batteries could just simply mean getting in the shower, getting out your favourite oils, your favourite moisturisers, and taking time to absolutely pamper the hell out of your body because it deserves it. I can guarantee it does. For me, I love getting in a bath, although we haven't got one at the moment because it's just getting refitted. We also love getting in the shower too, and doing a bit of body brushing before I get in the shower, and that's like a bristly brush that you kind of massage all over the skin of your body, and it stimulates your lymph nodes, or your lymph glands I should say, so it gets all your blood flow going and it makes you feel really energized. So when you step into the shower and then out of the shower, you just feel so invigorated and fresh. So that's another recommendation. But again, you don't have to follow what I do. Maybe write a list of the activities you might have liked as a child, or the things that just make you feel really calm, safe, and just in a feeling of pure bliss, because when you enter bliss mode, there really is no going back. For me, I just can't recommend enough the art of self-care, and it gets you in a place of self-love too, out of those places of guilt and shame and not feeling worthy enough, because at the end of the day, we're all worthy of taking time for. We're all worthy enough to take time out for ourselves during the day, no matter how long that is, but enough time to feel re-energised and enough time for you to be your authentic self. So finally, they were my 3 tips. I hope they've helped, but if you've got any tips that maybe you could give to me or anything that's helped you to take some time out for self-care, then I'd really like to hear about them in the comments below. Alternatively, I'd also love to hear about anything else in terms of your relationship with taking time out for yourself. Is that something you struggled with in the past, or something you're currently struggling with now? If so, I'd really love to hear about it, because maybe that's something I could help with. Also, subscribe to the channel if you like what you see, and comment again if there's anything you'd like to see in upcoming videos. So on that note, I'll wish you goodbye for another week or a few days, depending on how often I upload these videos. But on that note, have a great cup of tea tonight like me, and I'll wish you goodbye. Bye!